Well, hello everyone. I'd like to welcome you to my YouTube page. This is a new endeavor that I am going to get into to chronicle some builds of some automobiles that I've done. Just a little background. I have been building cars my entire life. My family has pictures of me under the hood of a Deuce Coupe when I was 3 years old working with my dad. I've been doing this my entire life. He definitely passed the passion of building automobiles on to me. My name is Larry Mann. I am in Texas, north of Dallas Fort Worth. And over the coming months, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be chronicling one specific build that I hope to start soon. It is going to be a project, a 1932 three-window coupe that I will be building with my 25-year-old daughter. This is a car that she and I have been wanting to build for some time. One thing after another has always gotten in the way. She started school, jobs, life kind of gets in the way, but we've decided to start dedicating time and money to actually fulfilling this goal. The first major video I'm going to be posting is our trip coming up in a couple of weeks to the NSRA Nationals in Louisville, to where we're going to be doing some reconnaissance work and some shopping and compiling a parts list and a list of vendors at which we're going to get all of the equipment and the tools and parts necessary to start and complete this build. Just a little background on my daughter. I'm very proud of her. She's 25 years old, a graduate of the civil engineering school at the University of Arkansas. Brilliant girl. Very, very proud of her, as you can tell. I have two other daughters, one 15 and a swimmer and actor, and the other one is a 16-year-old that just graduated high school 2 years early and is starting college in the fall to study deaf education. So along with my brilliant wife and my three wonderful children, I am definitely the dumbest person in my house, as you can probably tell. So just to give you a rundown of some of the stuff that I've already done, I've got one build that I've just about completed that I'm still working some bugs out, and due to COVID-19, I've been waiting on parts for. This right here, for example, is a 1968 F100 that I'm building for my wife, and I'll get a more detailed video of that as well once I get into some more room. I'm doing this all out of a two-car garage in my home, so space is at a premium, of course. But I've got this truck, as you can see, sitting next to another project that's been ongoing for about 4 years, which is a 1965 Mustang Fastback. I purchased off of the side of Interstate 30 in Mount Pleasant, Texas about 4 years ago. And it's got some surprises to it as well. Let me just pop this hood here and you can see what we've got under the hood. It is a Gen 1 Coyote Swap with a TKO 600 5-speed transmission. It is all height suspension, including a 4-link coilover rear and Mustang 2 front suspension. Of course, while I go through the build on the coupe, I'll also do follow-up information on the two builds I've got here as well. I don't do all of the work myself, but I do try to do as much as I can. I have a older brother that is an extremely gifted automotive interior guy that does the interiors for me with my assistance, of course. I try to learn everything I can. When it comes time here, after we get back from the Nationals, as a matter of fact, the Fastback is going to his place. He's got a lot more space and a lift and some other materials that I don't have here in Texas. But I'm going to be taking this car to his place in Arkansas, and we'll be starting body and paint work on it. So hopefully the Mustang will be going fairly quickly pretty soon as we start diving into the coupe build. I've already recently acquired these parts here, which is the makings of the fuel system for it. I've got the Aeromotive Gen 2 Stealth tank sitting in it right now, and hopefully that will be sufficient to feed this hungry coyote once we get it done. But again, I want to welcome you to my page. This is completely off the cuff, using my smartphone to create this particular video. In the coming days, I will be receiving a better camera and lighting and things like that to better document these builds. But I just wanted to use this video time to introduce myself and introduce my history and my builds, and hopefully you will join me in this. And I, of course, welcome your comments, and hate to sound like all those other YouTubers out there, but please be sure and subscribe and hit the like button so you can get updates on these builds if this is something that interests you. I always welcome comments. I love the automotive community because we tend to share information, share our work, and develop ideas that we can pass back and forth among us. So I welcome your comments, and ask that you do stay positive. Of course, no negativity in this. I'm going to try to keep this a very positive channel, and hopefully it's informative and interesting to you. Thank you for joining me, and please stay tuned. We'll have further updates in the coming months, especially once we get the Project Coupe up and running. But in the meantime, of course, I will share updates on the Fastback, and hopefully once I get my wife's truck here, the 68 F100 finished, we'll be able to share some videos of that as well. Thank you. Take care.